Ulta Beauty will be male. I don't know if that's meant to be ultra. I assume yes, but whatever. In case you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, there is the fifth largest beauty company on planet Earth have decided that their primary audience is not women. It is men who believe they're women. Trust me, we're going to make way more money doing this.
Well, I mean, men do earn more money, so makes sense.
But they don't spend it, do they? Their wives do.
Well, but if the men become the wives...
Yeah, then what, huh? Anyway, just to start off, in case you're looking for something to check out on the website, you can go and check out my feminist immigration policy and how it will save the West. Not a day goes by where I don't unironically believe this is more and more true. That's also free, so go and check out over there. It's free because it's our 2-year anniversary, so go and have a look at that. Woo. But, on a complete side note, of course, not a girl. Me. No idea what it means to be a girl. If I tried to stimulate whatever it meant to be a girl, it would be embarrassing.
I don't know, you've got facial hair, and so does that, and that's presumably a real woman. That's what I keep being told.
But it's the reason I don't have any interest in beauty products. I just have some marginal interest in the beauty industry because it's an S show, which is occasionally hilarious, such as this, as we will see with Ulta Beauty over here.
Do we have to watch this clip? I've seen this clip, but it's just annoying.
For the folks listening, we're going to have to describe the whole tweet, because I don't think you could envision this.
Wait, do you want me to do the claps?
Trans girls can do it all.
There's no more claps.
There we are. But there's, cancer. Stop doing clap emojis, everyone. Anyway, tune in to the latest episode of Beauty of, with host David Lopez sits down with guest Dylan, whatever, to chat all things girlhood. Love heart emoji with a ribbon on. Watch now. And then it's 2 girls who have gone through girlhood, experienced girlhood, now telling you about motherhood.
This is the authentic female experience.
Yeah, it's a bloke with a beard and a dress, and it's a bloke without a beard in a dress.
And quite prominent biceps as well when he puts his hands up like that.
Yeah, let's hear about the girlhood queen. Let's play that.
Now I know I can find love. I know I can still be a performer. I know that I can have a family. I want to be a mom one day. And I absolutely can. And that's why the narrative still has a long way to go, because when I was grieving Boy Dylan, I didn't know those things were even accessible to me.
That's the clip they put out. That's the specific clip they decided to show everyone. That was what they wanted to highlight. What did they get? I think it was like 6 million views.
Mental illness.
2 million on there.
We need to stop glorifying mental illness as a civilization.
I'm gonna be a mum one day. And then they also went on to talk about girlhood.
Do you remember Kith from Futurama?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be like one of those situations?
Kith is more manly.
Yeah, true.
We'll go to the... we're going to pause a minute before I actually go any further. Right, folks. If you or I, and you wanted to crash a company, specifically a beauty company, what would you recommend their social media team do? Setting up a campaign in which they bring on a bloke with a beard, pretending to be a woman, and a guy who we have featured previously, and I will dead to rights, I do not believe this person is genuine in what they're even doing, and saying they're a woman, and them two discussing girlhood and what it's like to be a mum in future, that will just ruin the audience. The audience is not going to like this. That's the worst idea possible. Anyone who would ever showed that as a plan for improving engagement in the product would just... it looked as an absolute idiot. But they did it anyway. And a lot of women are rightly angry. But as a man in the situation, I, for one, am extremely happy, because I am just happy to see a beauty company nuke itself so hard, and I can't believe the Mad Lads actually did it. We'll check out the normies. It's the normie response. Well, we have one normie getting the message, which is actually, what is the message from that piece of marketing? Well, it's this. We have some, I believe, unironic misogynist here telling women what they think of them, and, well, I think the advertisement does the same. Quote, "Men win, it's what we do. Even in your heels. We do it better, and you're jealous. We are going to take over womanhood
bloody hell.
And show your slits how it's done.
Bloody hell.
Men are superior, get over it." Now...
Don't say base.
Well, it's ridiculous. Like, on any other day of the week, this would just be some misogynistic comment or something. You know, the TERFs hold up and say that the trans rights movement is really misogynistic men in woman face. And I've always kind of laughed at it, because it's like, come on, the men's rights activists are behind this. Don't be silly. But when you get comments like that, they're not entirely wrong. That person with the beard, right? For God's sakes.
The thing is, have you followed the Twitter account Males of Reddit?
No.
Because it's lots and lots of screenshot Twitter Reddit posts from male to female transitioners basically just talking about the various issues that they're having, insulting women who don't call them by the right pronouns by just saying, bitch, I look more feminine and beautiful than you do. Anyway,
So they are doing this.
This does seem to be quite a prevailing mindset in a lot of trans women, or at least a lot of the ideologically captured one, which is, why are you mistreating me? I'm a better woman than you are anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you could imagine occasionally getting it in, like, jokey gay circles. It's like, I probably can suck men off better than you can, or something like that. Like jokey comments. But the thing is, a lot of this I don't see as even jokey, or catty or anything. I just see this as actually kind of insane.
No. If you get the chance, follow Males of Reddit on Twitter, by the way. It's well worth.
I certainly will. But if we go to the next link here, we can see the people who manage the PR for this beauty company. Oh boy, they are serious. I thought that maybe you would delete this after a day, after realizing what on earth you had done. I would. If I was in charge of this and had been told to do it, I'd be like, no, delete, no, not getting involved in this. We're going to tank the company. We are the 5th biggest beauty company on planet Earth. Might want to keep that. That's how I pay my salary. No, instead they doubled down. You have Maggie here, who says, those are 2 adults. It's very creepy to hear them talking about girlhood when neither of them have experienced it. Yes, Maggie.
Overwhelming ratio going on right here.
The beauty company steps in to say, we believe that beauty has no boundaries.
That has nothing to do with the statement.
Before we get further, yes, it does. That's why you make products. If beauty had no boundaries, you wouldn't sell anything. Otherwise, you wouldn't... whatever. And we want to create an environment where all expressions of beauty are welcome. Right. In which case, you wouldn't sell any products, because all beauty is beautiful. And in which case, you wouldn't need any products. The as I was introduced to the other day, the most beautiful phrase, unfortunate-looking ladies. Women have the best insults. Yeah, they wouldn't need to buy your stuff because all beauty would be beautiful. It's not. That's why you exist. That's why you sell beauty products, to make women more beautiful. That's the logic of what you do. Whatever. Anyway, they double down further because they didn't get the message. If we go through the next images on that thread, someone says disgusting misogyny. Beauty step in to say that we want our channel to be welcoming to people from all walks of life, even people you may not agree with. I don't know what to do. Welcome to the channel. We at Beauty Incorporated. Cat girl. She believes she's a cat, unironically. Now watch her go, watch her sway, watch her use the litter tray. It's just... I don't know what's going on. I love this story so much because I just can't get over it. It's funny when a stupid council or a government does this kind of stuff, and it's our money, it's being burnt, and it's not, unserious or anything.
I find it funnier when it's this, personally, because like you just pointed out, it's our money.
Biggest beauty company on Earth. I just decided to burn all their money.
Well, I do hope that it goes that way, because go woke, get broke, or however you're supposed to say it, doesn't always work out as well as it should do. Although I did happily hear that supposedly G4 completely collapsed as well after a week after Frosk said that, see, I made it, guys, I survived the culling.
If you don't want to watch the channel, don't watch it.
Okay, goodbye, everybody.
If you don't like men being women, then stop buying our products for... Again, actually...
Goodbye, everybody.
Products for women are now going to include men. I mean, they're not biologically the same, even on just, like, the level of what kind of skincare routine you want and all the rest of it.
Well, no, men and women's skin are actually quite different.
But that's the thing, like, is Ulta Beauty going to have to start destroying their own products because it has to work on men too?
Actually, I've just realised, the only way that you would be able to understand that men and women's skin is quite different is if you yourself have probably touched a woman, and I don't think the people in charge of this campaign have.
I presume they're actually just women who are just killing their own company.
I assume, I always, when it comes to the beauty and fashion industry, assume that it is gay men in charge.
Some of it's true. We have someone else who says, I spend a lot of money on Ulta. Guess I'll be going to Sephora, because as a mother and a woman, I find this dude annoying. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you do.
The stock responses as well, they've obviously got like two or three that are copy-pasting.
We have one more in here. Man without beard talks to man with beard about how they both can pretend to be offensive caricatures of womanhood, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. 2,000 like-a-roonies, and of course Ulta Beauty come back with, at Ulta Beauty, we believe that beauty is for everyone, and we kindly request that everyone be treated with respect on our channels. No, for one, you're in a female circle. Good luck getting everyone to respect each other, but whatever. And in case you're wondering, I'm not kidding. I mean, this is why this story is just so mad to me. Like, I almost don't believe this is real. Like, this looks like a 4chan prank. If you go to the next link here, we can see, just by market cap, 5th biggest on Earth, $20 billion US. Burn it all. Let's insult all of our customer base and just decide to send a message to everyone. We have no idea what we're doing. We are actually useless at even just doing our job. Fantastic. We shall go further because there is a huge backlash to this, to say the least. We have here some other responses. Someone saying, I really think more women need to wake up to this nonsense. I think too many of us have stayed quiet because we don't want to hurt feelings and are too concerned with being polite. I've had enough. I'm not going to be quiet. #womanface is disrespectful.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's quite sweet because that is still quite a polite way of putting it. That's certainly not how I would have put it.
It is the mums.
It is the mums.
The mums have come out and are defending. Sorry, love. But you.
Don't you think this is a tad
can't have kids.
disrespectful?
Yeah, but the woman face comment, 100%. We've spoken about it before. In fact, this particular individual, which I'll remind everyone of in a minute, is 100% woman face, in my opinion.
I know there's another clip coming up and I hate you for it.
I live with it. And a boycott naturally emerged in response. We go to Redux, and I actually have a moment to say, in case anyone from Redux is watching, I quite like your articles, because you can clearly tell that most of them are written by women who are quite good at put downs. They say in here, the full-length video posted on their YouTube titled The Beauty of Girlhood. Another way of just insulting your fan base, why not? In a full-length interview on YouTube, the lady, man, the one without a beard, also lashed out at women who took issue with his stereotypical representation of femininity. Quote, I think in womanhood, I get shamed a lot for liking pink and liking glitter, and I'm like, why does that bother you so much? They think I'm lowering their standards of being a woman, he said. To which David Lopez, the one with the beard, responded, misogyny, patriarchy.
Women disliking men dressing up as women and saying, I'm a better woman than you, is misogyny and a sign of patriarchy. Okay.
I can't.
I love it.
Everything about this reads like an Onion article or the Babylon Bee or 4chan.
I love how this has flipped the oppression narratives, especially the feminist oppression narrative, on its head. Because all of a sudden, women are being able to be told by men who aren't being ironic at all, actually you're being misogynist and a representative of the patriarchy. Hopefully, maybe this can show radical feminism. It won't, because they're hysterical loonies. But hopefully this could show a few radical feminists that the whole calling everything misogyny is bad.
It's also like I'm the real woman in the room, like the Captain Alex meme or whatever.
I am the woman now.
Yeah, unironically, because they're standing there, man with beard and man without beard, looking at the female audience for this 5th largest beauty company on earth and telling you, actually, we're the real women and you're misogynist. You're basically men and we are women. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, the brass balls on these blokes. And also the fact in here that they mentioned that one of them is obsessed with glitter and pink and blah, blah, blah. This is another point that the TERFs have raised, and I think is valid.
It's very stereotypical behaviour.
No, it's interesting how people who do this specific kind of trans activism, let's say, don't put on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and are happy and content for that to be them as a woman. They're not happy and content to actually dress like women do in their day-to-day lives. It always has to be a nighttime gown or something like this. An extremely out there version of what a woman is. The most feminine examples possible. Almost like it's a fetish.
Yes.
Anyway, many have noted that Man Without Beard has been afforded multiple privileges as a result of his transgender status, including being offered a Tampax feminine hygiene partnership after approximately 2 weeks of being identifying as a girl. Not woman, girl.
Mate, we could get some amazing sponsorships like that.
Tampax sponsored him. Tampax.
I'm not going to ask where he's putting them.
Every female-orientated company on earth is just going to kill themselves, and I'm living for it because I'm it's not my world. For the women, this is hell for your own beauty world, but deal with it. We have his TikTok here that was sponsored when Tampax offers you sponsorship, but you don't have and it's a picture of a cat.
Yes, I'm also noticing in these floating heads he's doing of himself some quite noticeable stubble.
There's that too, but why wouldn't a woman have stubble or a beard? But I just can't get over her, even him himself, is just being like, I don't even have a pussy, and you're giving me this? How am I getting away with this?
Yeah, even he's confused.
Yeah, and it goes on. Because he's also Forbes Woman of the Year.
Really breaking that glass ceiling.
There you are. We have Forbes Woman here.
This is you may not
At
like
the-
it, but this is the ideal feminine figure.
Power Women's Summit, and we have a man without beard to tell us all about how women can be more powerful.
Is this our just new colloquialism for women, man without beard?
Well, it depends. I mean, we've got man with
Thank
beard. and
God
man
I've got a
without
bit
beard.
of stubble going on right now.
Well, no, it depends because you've got woman with beard and woman without beard. So there's man with beard and anyway.
Okay, all right.
It's all very confusing. I just felt like the beards were an easier way of figuring out who's who. Anyway, Redux are not done being catty because their
Thank
writers
goodness.
are gold. During his day 74 of girlhood video, Man Without Beard advocated for normalization of his scrotal bulge after complaining that people at the supermarket were disturbed by the outfit he had been wearing. The leather shorts he was donning clearly showed the outline of his genitals.
Fetish. This is a fetish.
And his response was, "The problem is you, for pointing out the bulge. Quote, I forgot that my crotch doesn't look like other women's crotches."
Other women.
Other women.
Other women. All right. I'm just gonna back slowly away from this one. I'm out.
The queen of the beauty industry, everyone. The leader of all female spaces is going to be bloke with no beard and a big old crotch. Because mine doesn't look like a little Barbie's pocket.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
But that's just the other thing. Like, they always have to use the weirdest synonyms for their vagina, non-vagina. It's like Barbie's pocket, pussy. This is just like, yeah, okay, you always have to do that. Man without beard says, quote, I just normalize it, the bulge. And we all just normalize women having bulges sometimes. No, we don't. Michelle Obama, maybe, but for the rest of us.
Because we're coming up on bikini season, baby. And you might see a bulge or two. Well, then, no, I refuse to look at the bulge.
That's not how my summers go. I look at women and they don't have bulges. In America, you look at women and they get bulges, apparently. Which
There are only 2 female bulges I'm interested in, okay? And neither of them are below the waist.
well, the idea you get with an American woman in the future, and you're going to have to just be like, just making sure. No bulge or two. And she actually says it as well, a bulge or two. Bikini season.
All right.
I'm sorry. This whole.
That's right. I'm so trans, I'm getting an extra penis grafted on.
That's right. we was women and. There's a full version, in case you're wondering, of the clip that was put out. That's actually a small clip. Again,
Our social media manager, Daisy, tortured herself watching this.
yeah, Daisy actually did go a bit mad watching this one. You have 42,000 views as time of watching. Like ratio. Not looking too healthy for the man without beard and man with beard in the audience there. Frankly, who cares about the whole thing? Because the damage is done. On the face of it, that tiny clip, if they had deleted the rest of the video, never published it, the damage is so far done. Which is that there are maybe 2 million normie women who saw that clip. As you see, I had 2 million views.
And now they're radicalized.
Not to mention all the shares beyond Twitter, millions more, who may have had no interest in any of this. Thought that maybe the writers were making up stories, or that the trans strippers that were being given to kids in the United States were just kind of one-offs or something. New indeed, ladies.
Now it's coming for your perfume.
Your 100% female space of women's products, including tampons, are now going to be given to the men. And in case here, the real men, who are not you anymore, because you're the misogynist. The TikTok is also a massive mistake, in case you're wondering. This individual, 8.3 million followers. She, they. Yeah, okay.
All right, yeah, sure.
If you want to just scroll through this, John, just so you can see what 8 million kids on TikTok are following. I think as you scroll, people will get the message that TikTok is a mistake. Banning TikTok is the right thing to do, actually.
Yep. I mean, it's Chinese state media as well, so come on.
Yeah, I mean, you are actually helping the commies. But also, yeah, I just can't get over the power and privilege here as well. I just, as mentioned previously, being at Forbes events and being told that you're actually the woman of the year.
Hey, do you want to sponsor my tampons?
What, are you asking?
I mean, you qualify now, apparently.
I'll take
You can be woman with beard.
Oh, God. I don't know if I added it in here. Maybe I did or didn't. But we'll go to the next one. I did in a minute. It's even worse than I thought. Because we have the videos themselves from this TikToker who... Yeah, back to this. People who haven't seen the clip, and I kept referencing it, I have to show you it. This person I genuinely think is just 100% woman face. Like, those bills are being paid by those 8 million followers, and they're just continuing it, presumably because it pays the bills.
I will say, not doing a very good job of woman face.
No, but this really does come off as a man taking the piss out of what a woman is to men. Like, oh, you dainty little things who can't even handle a bug. Let's play.
Day 66, being a girl, and today I'm in nature. Trees, I love them. Water, lakes, I love them. Heels,
Fetish.
they're my hiking heels. I love them.
You're so right.
Fetish.
This is a piss take and a fetish.
Bridges, love them. Coconut water, love it. Not an ad, just love it. Wind turbine, love it. Meadows, love them. I'm scared of getting Lyme disease.
Women don't act like this.
Love ya.
Okay, that's quite accurate.
Did you see that? I gotta get out of here.
But it just, like, it's a man taking the piss out of women.
This has to secretly be not even secretly, this has to be a parody.
That is genuine. That person is trying to be genuine to you.
I don't believe it.
A normal...
I cannot believe it.
A man, a regular man, not one of the new men, doing that, would be laughed off as like, he's been a bit of a prick, he's taking the piss out of women.
That'd be funny.
Some of it's true, but, maybe too far on the, like, the representation is a bit too much. I don't think it actually hits the funny, for me. Doesn't get the big funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, I get the joke.
Well, it's just kind of easy, isn't it?
But that's not a joke. That's the person doing that, taking the piss out of you as a woman, and then saying, by the way, I'm the woman.
No, I think this is a joke. I think he's just found a whole new way of telling it.
Maybe. But we have more of this. We have the Barbie pouch, as it is referred to by the new women.
The new women, those ones with penises.
And beards. We have here the individual telling us about they've been carrying around tampons in their purse for 2 years because they got sponsored by Tampax.
Wait, this man without beard has been carrying around tampons for 2 years?
Because they got sponsored by Tampax.
But it's only day 75 of girlhood.
They say in here
What's the timeline here?
Because they don't know anything about tampons, which, why would you? You're a man. They didn't recognize the difference between the different sizes of tampons and being like, I thought it was for the size of the Barbie pouch, as she calls it.
Right, okay.
No, it's for the flow. He discovers. This
is how I know this person has never touched an actual woman. I have been with a woman for almost 6 years now. In that time...
By Jove!
I know, right? I have had to buy many a pack of tampons for her. And I know, through that, what the sizes are for. Mm-hmm. It's just something you pick up from being in a relationship, for the love of God.
But the backlash is where it's at for all of this, because, again, the reason I have to just keep stopping is I just cannot believe how lucky we are that they decided to do this. I want more companies to do this. I want to destroy their entire industries and radicalize every woman on the planet if they feel like it, because, frankly, sure, only helping us. We'll move to the next one here, because we have the backlash from TMZ here. Trans girlhood clip goes viral, sparks call for boycott, which, the boycott is big, too. The big funny? No. Big boycott? Yes. We'll go to the links here, just demonstrating that. We have some individual, if we go to the next link, please. You can see here. Boycott Ulta just started trending everywhere for ages. You could see Jennifer here getting on it, which, good luck, Jennifer. Shop wherever, just not Ulta, apparently. And also, a lot of people started just deleting themselves off their email listings. Which,
good. This is all good news.
And yeah, I've never actually liked the women do this. It just seems like sheep behavior. But I had some exes that do this. You sign up to beauty companies' email listings. There is some advantage, apparently. Some of them will occasionally send you a free thing. The idea that, get to try some of their stuff out.
You can get, promotional deals and stuff in them.
But still, crap. Loads of women saying they're unsubscribing from the email listings, which, I don't think the mail stuff will work on you.
I see what's coming up next.
And there's also Mumsnet.
Yes! Mumsnet!
We have here Mumsnet thread. Of course, Mumsnet took notice. We have them sharing the post and then a load of comments below. I'll read some of the comments because, dear mums, you are indeed the best writers. Comment number 1, it's like blackface but more whiny. Comment number 2, I actually thought this person was parodying trans women at first, but apparently not. They are an awful insult to women. Comment number 3, well, you wouldn't have Ali G discussing in all seriousness what it's like to be black. Honestly, why not? Bring it back.
Bring back Ali G.
Bring back Ali G, except he'll tell us he's trans black, and will tell us what it's like.
Going fully Ollie London.
I don't know what it's like. Let's hear it. Because also, just no, I'll get cancelled for saying that, so we'll leave that there. While Ali G would discuss as blackness. And also the last comment here. Also, what woman is going to buy beauty products from a person with a beard but no PhD in chemistry? It's a good question. But at the same time, ladies, last link here. What was this? Just if we please last link, because you can see just why, just why. I'm not a huge fan of the beauty YouTube scene, but I can't get over how James Charles was ever a thing. It still is. Never mind the grooming allegations, but
I was
whatever.
going to say, did he actually turn out to be a nonce, or was that just Ethan Klein being a bitch?
It was allegations made. I believe he made an apology and whatever. But still,
who knows?
Just the whole beauty industry is a meme in and of itself up until this point. But I mean, this I think really is the straw that will break the camel's back, and has for a lot of women. And I am sure living for it. I did hear the argument that was made on a profit base, which is the idea that, well, women only buy so much, whereas men who want to be women, which is a huge expanding market, we will all be trans by 2050 if the graph keeps up,
Yeah.
they actually have to buy a hell of a lot more cosmetics. For the obvious reason.
Well, that makes sense.
In which case, line go up, world more good. Let's just cash in. Which,
all we
maybe
need to do is ride out the storm for a little bit.
There's also the drag queens, or trans strippers as they should be known, which, there's also has to buy a lot more cosmetics than the average woman, for the obvious reasons. Maybe they were motivated by profit, but I really doubt it. I really think they were motivated by ideology and have nuked their own company, which, cool, keep it up. If you appreciated that segment from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, you can go to lotuseaters.com to get access to all the premium content we have on the site, such as Carl's obsession in trying to find Bigfoot, this episode on the historical accounts. If you want to find out what else Carl's putting out, you can follow him on Getter at Carl Benjamin on Getter. Thank you and goodbye.